friends, good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel Inhale Academy. Friends, today we will discuss some MCQs for RRB, Cell, JIPMOR, NORCET and OSSC. Question number 1. A stroke client who was initially on NG2 feeding was able to tolerate a soft diet. So the physician ordered the removal of it. The nurse instructs the client to do which of the following before she removes the tube. Option A. Inhale and exhale simultaneously. Option B. Take a long breath and hold it. Option C. Blow the nose. Option D. None of the above. Here right answer is option B. Take a long breath and hold it. Remove the nasogastric tube slowly and evenly over the course of 3 to 6 seconds and coil the tube around the hand while removing it. Question number 2. The most common problem associated with tube feeding is option A. Diarrhea, option B. Infection, option C. Hyperglycemia, option D. Vomiting. Here right answer is option A. Diarrhea. Feeding should be warm at room temperature to prevent diarrhea and cramps. Question number 3. Hematoma has been avoided by the option A. Correct application of dressing, option B. Correct application of pressure dressing, option C. Correct application of lotion, option D. Correct application of antibiotics. Here right answer is option B. Correct application of pressure dressing. Question number 4. The nurse is preparing to give bolus enteral feeding via a NG tube to a comatose client. Which of the following actions is an inappropriate practice by the nurse? Option A. If bowel sounds are absent, hold the feeding and notify the physician. Option B. Assess the tube placement by aspirating gastric content and check the pH level. Option C. Warm the feeding at room temperature to prevent the occurrence of diarrhea and cramp. Option D. Elevate the head of bed to 45 degrees and maintain for 30 minutes after installation of feeding. Here right answer is option D. Elevate the head of bed to 45 degrees and maintain for 30 minutes after installation of feeding. Option D is the inappropriate action of the nurse or inappropriate practice by the nurse. For comatose patient, the head should be elevated up to 80 to 90 degrees, that is high Fowler's position, to prevent aspiration. Here the option is elevate the head up to 45 degrees. So this is the wrong practice or inappropriate practice by the nurse. Question number 5. The physical activity while performing activities of the daily living is option A. Isokinetic exercise, option B. Isotonic exercise, option C. Isometric exercise, option D. Endurance exercise. Here right answer is option B. Isotonic exercise. In isotonic exercise there is muscle contraction and relaxation and muscle movement is also there. In isometric exercise, muscle contraction and muscle relaxation is there. In isokinetic exercise, there is contraction and relaxation of muscle with joint movement. Endurance exercise means endurance exercise is done to improve capability. Question number 6. 18 gauge IV cannula is used for option A. Blood transfusion, option B. Medication, option C. Subcutaneous injection, option D. Newborn baby. Here right answer is option A. Blood transfusion. Question number 7. The nurse has just received a prescription to transfuse a unit of PRBC for an assigned client. Approximately how long will the nurse need to stay with the client to ensure that transfusion reaction is not occurring? Option A 5 minutes, option B 15 minutes, option C 30 minutes, option D 45 minutes. Here right answer is option B 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes of the blood transfusion are the most critical and the nurse must stay with the client. Question number 8. rapid administration of blood containing citrate cause option A hyperkalemia, option B alkalosis, option C hypocalcemia, option D hypothermia. Here right answer is option C hypocalcemia, because citrate bind the calcium and excretion of calcium. So before and after blood transfusion we must check the calcium level of the blood. Then long time of storage of blood cause hemolysis, that's why release of potassium and cause hyperkalemia. Then alkalosis, citrate break into bicarbonate cause metabolic alkalosis. Then hypothermia, due to cold blood transfusion hypothermia occurs. These all are occurring after blood transfusion, but due to citrate cause hypocalcemia occur. Question number 9. The nurse understands that which is a correct guideline for adult CPR for a healthcare provider. Option A, 1 breath should be given for every 5 compression. Option B, 2 breaths should be given every 15 compression. Option C, initially 2 quick breaths should be given as rapidly as possible. Option D, each rescue breath should be given over 1 second and should produce a visible chest rise. Here right answer is option D, each rescue breath should be given over 1 second and should produce a visible chest rise. The compression and ventilation ratio is 30:2. Question number 10. The nurse witnessed a neighbor's husband sustain a fall from the roof of his house. The nurse rushes to the victim and determines the need to open the airway. The nurse opens the airway in his victim by using method option A, flexed position, option B, head tilt chin lift, option C, jaw thrust maneuver, option D, modified head tilt and chin lift. Here right answer is option C, jaw thrust maneuver, because fall from height until you will not rule out the injury, means cervical or spinal injury, you should not try head tilt and chin lift. So you always go for jaw thrust maneuver until you will not find that the injury is what kind of injury. Friends, this much for today's topic. Hope you will like this video. For more informative video, please do like, subscribe and share. Thank you.